Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of Starting a Business from Zero. And what I want to do for you is I want to take you on a very long journey. And by long, I mean a long journey. So by the time some of you are watching this, you would be happy to have all this backlog of episodes here for you. This is exclusively on the ATS network. Yes. And on the ATS network, we have some things that we can do that no one else can do. And that's awesome. Exclusively on this network, so we definitely appreciate all of you. We just want to invite you. Before I start talking about business, I want to talk about money. We have to talk about money. And we're going to do about 12 to 15 episodes of money. Because in order for me to move forward and to move fastly and to move vastly to all the things that you are accustomed to, well, quite frankly, we have to talk about money first so you can have a clear understanding. Without the understanding of money and how it's used so you can win, you just won't be well at business. No point in having customers and spending everything you make on everything you need to do to survive. That's not a profitable business. That is a business that keeps you a slave. That's what we want to do here. I want to talk to you about a book. I'm going to give you these wonderful things. A book written by a man named George S. Clason. The name of this book is The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, I have a little audience in front of me, and they may ask a few questions. Of course, I have you as well. I'm going to read from you the first rule of gold that he said that's in his book. First rule of gold. First rule of money, first rule of gold. Is everybody excited about this? Are you excited at home about this? This is what you need, okay? So let's go. First rule of gold. It reads exactly in this book in this way, and then I'll break it down to you. Gold cometh gladly and increasing quantity, okay? This is the number one rule of gold. In your terminology, that would be money. In our terminology, or in this book, we're talking about gold, which was the greatest form of money and today still is. The number one rule of gold. Gold cometh gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create a real estate for his future and that of his family. That is important. If you don't understand what that means, worry not. I'll write it on the board for you in common English. Gold comes quickly to people, text message writing, people who save 10% of their income. Did you see me stress income? You know why I stress income? Because you are not taking your income seriously. You're not. You're not taking your income seriously, ladies and gentlemen. You're just not. What you're doing is you think you have money that you can spend. The reason why we take our income very seriously is because you want to be the person who takes their income seriously. Did you know child support is income? Did you even know that your government-assisted food stamps is income? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Did you know that a gift card from Macy's is income? See, all this time you thought that you were supposed to just go to work and save that. And you've been doing it all wrong. There is a philosophy that I'm going to have to teach you in business. One day, many episodes from now, I want to tell you about profit first in business. I can't even do it right now because if you can't save first in finances personally, you won't profit first in business. I can't even give this to you right now. We must fundamentally understand that this is what we have to do. We have to do this. In order for you to win, You're going to win by saving 10% of your income. 10% of your income. When you save 10% of your income, you invoke a law of this universe that will make money come find you faster. Let's talk about it. I'm going to give you the practicality behind it. Plus, I'm just going to give it to you the way you need it given to you. There is something called the law of accelerating acceleration. Law of accelerating well, haven't back to the camera that much. Acceleration. If you haven't figured it out, I'm even-handed. I can write with both hands, okay? The law of accelerating acceleration. That means the faster, this is you running, you go to your dreams, it means the faster your dreams that's a loaf of bread, that's bread for money, the faster your dreams are running to you. It's the dust that your bread is doing. The faster you go to your dreams, the faster your dreams come to you. The faster you go to your dreams, the faster your dreams come to you. It's the law of accelerating acceleration. Watch this here for a second. This means when you save 10% here, you're unlocking 10% of your money here. Did I just make this make sense to you? This is the esoteric now. It shouldn't be esoteric. Esoteric means knowledge that's way up there that most people can't get. And and I've got a great staff here. You can relax and see, we'll all that great stuff. 10% is 10% of your money you already have. This is going to be a very weird show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's going to be a very weird show because I get to say what I want. I do not have to pay anybody to do anything. I get to say what I want. And since I get to say what I want, I get to talk about what I want without justifying it. I would provide evidence and then let you on your own decide what you want to do with this information. But I get to be as real as I want. Yes. This is getting ready to be G14 classified, okay? 10%, everything that you have, everything you want, every dream you've ever accomplished, you already did it. Time does not work the way you think it works. I'm going to have to go through that in another episode. This is my show. You do what I want. Time doesn't work the way you think it works. I need you to know that your more successful self, you've already won. You already have all this money. You now need to unlock it. You already have it. We got a question? You're more than welcome. Okay, we got a question. Question off camera. Go ahead. It's my show. I like questions off camera.
Okay, so my question is, when you don't save your 10% now, you are not unlocking it in the future. So if you're broke now, that means you're broke in the future.
Okay. The question is, if you're broke now, you're broke in the future is the tail part of the question. No, but the rest of that is yes. Okay. Here's how it works. In life, you're either running towards your dreams or away from them. You're never neutral. There is no such thing as inaction. Inaction is actually an action. It's just an action that does not serve you. You're either running to your dreams or from your dreams. If you feel good, to your dreams. If you feel bad, from your dreams. You know what? I want to take this. This is my show. I get to do what I want. We're going to talk a lot about business. We're going to talk a lot about a whole lot of stuff because I can do what I want. And what I need you to understand is that if it feels good, you're running towards your dreams. If you're feeling bad, you're running from your dreams, which is now the tail part of your question. It's not that you're broke here. You're great all the time. Great here. You're great here, here, and here. You were great when you were born. You're great when you die, should you choose to unlock your greatness. So it's not that it becomes empty, because there is no lack. Lack is a man-made thing that we have made up to keep you in your poverty condition. There is no lack. There is no lack. Lack is something we made completely up to keep you in your poverty condition. We wanted you broke, so we said, I got here first. I'll take abundance. I'll give you the illusion of lack so you can act like lack people. And lack people don't unlock 100% because you have been bamboozled by what is scarcity. There's no lack of a raindrop. There's no lack of frogs. When have you ever had a lack of oxygen? There's no lack of chicken. There's no lack of poison. There's no lack of poison ivy. There's no lack of trees. There's no lack of oranges. It's not. You've seen fish come up starving for oxygen. Whole seashore fish in the hundreds of thousands, and we still have fish in the ocean. There's no lack. Lack is, I got here first. I don't want to work as hard as it took me to get here. So I'm going to create some rules. And in these rules, I'm going to make you follow them. You're going to be in lack. I'll be in prosperity. Keep following my rules. I'll unlock my abundance just enough to keep you moving forward. Because that's how life works. It's not that you don't have to unlock this. It is simply because you ran away from it. When you don't save 10%, you run away from your dreams. When you do not save 10%, you run away from your dreams. Completely away. It's done. And you need to continue to run towards your dreams. Continue to run towards your dreams. Now, that's the law of attraction psychology side of these things. Law of attraction psychology side of these things. Now watch this here. When you save 10%, it only gives you 90% left of your income to do stuff with. If you save 10% first, you got $1,000. Now you have $900 because 10% is over here in the box for you to save. Yes.
Where do you suggest we save that 10% at?
Okay, you're going to save this 10% initially if you don't have any financial knowledge in a savings account or under your mattress. I don't care where you save it initially. Both under your mattress and savings account was terrible advice. It was terrible advice.
So what's the great advice?
The great advice is you're going to put it, I just want you out of your wallet. That's why I gave you that terrible advice. I just want it away from you. I just need it away from you as much as possible so you don't mess this up. Yeah, this is terrible advice. To put it under your mattress and to put it in the savings account is terrible advice because we have something called inflation. And $10 under your mattress in 1980 is not the same thing as $10 under your mattress in the 21st century. It's not. Inflation, it's got that money. And your savings account, that yield, one stock market crash or just inflation being higher than the percentages that we're yielding in savings account, these are terrible examples. Terrible examples. You want to put it in an investment vehicle. Okay. You will put it in an investment vehicle, okay? I don't know what made me want to draw a car. I have no idea. I'm actually going to keep it there because it makes for good TV. And an investment, this is a windowless car. It's a windowless car. It's a new thing. I read it in Business Insider. No, it's not. It's not a new thing. Investment vehicle. Now, here's what vehicles mean. And I'm glad you guys are asking questions because you're adding great value to the people who learn it. An investment vehicle means that your money needs to be placed in something designed to multiply your money. An investment vehicle could be stocks, real estate. It could be businesses. Yes, sir.
Okay, you place your money in an investment vehicle, i.e. stocks.
Right.
I'm speaking of stocks.
Yep.
And I pick a stock
Mm-hmm.
that drop.
Okay.
So now I'm disappointed about my investment vehicle and put my 10% there. What's my next move?
Your next move is to stick to it and stay the course because things will drop. You ever had a good day? Did it end? I didn't say did it go bad. Just did the day end? That is the cycle of life. The cycle of life is something starts and something doesn't start. Something goes up and something goes down.
So the key is start moving.
The key is moving and you keep moving. Now there's some things to protect yourself. I don't necessarily subscribe to all of this in the most conservative way, but I will give it to you. It's called diversifying your funds. It's saying that you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's keep stocks, as stock was in your question. Each one of these is a vehicle, but it's all in stocks. Okay? Each one is a vehicle, but it's all in stocks. Here's your NASDAQ average, Dow, whatever, foreign exchange, it doesn't matter, okay? Here's Google, here's Apple, you get it, crypto, whatever, okay? You got it. Lisa Nichols, I think she's publicly traded, it doesn't matter. These doesn't matter. But if you have $100, well, you say you got $900, makes this a new 10%. Then you're going to divide this by 10 and put it in all of these evenly. So when you lose this, you have $890 left. When this performs poorly, you have $890 left. Now that may confuse people, because you don't like numbers. So I'll do that in a far simpler way. Okay, do that in a far simpler way. Okay, am I getting off camera? Outstanding. Here we go. Now, I'll do this in a super simpler way. Here are 5 investment vehicles. I have $5. I put a 1 in all these. I lose this one. How many dollars do I have left?
4.
I protected myself from this scenario. $5.
Lost 0.
1 vehicle, $5. I lose this one. How many dollars do I have left? 0. Because I lost. Old folks say you put all your eggs in one basket. All right. Now, ask me how I invest.
How do you invest?
I put all my eggs in one basket. Man, I do. I do what they say don't do. Put all my eggs in one basket. I am a very risky investor. Why am I a risky investor?
That was my next question.
I'm young. Yeah. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. You, 20 years older than me, you should not invest like me. Okay, she said she's not 20 years old. She said, not yet. I'm 19 and a half years older than you. Okay, no, I'm just joking. She's not. We're not in the same generation. Okay? Are you a baby boomer?
I'm 67.
Yes.
Are you really 60?
No, 1967.
Oh. So are you really 67?
No, I'm 50. Okay?
She's 50. So she's 14 years older than me, not 20, okay? Now, you shouldn't invest like me. You know how many times I can mess up? Do this over and over? But you know how rich I am because I take risk? Because I can. Your investment portfolio will depend on your age. My boys are going to start investing. They're 9 and they're 6. Are they going to have risky investments? You bet your bottom dollar they will. And why would I put them in the deep end and make them invest very risky? For one, so I can teach them, here's how you lose money. So they get that taste in their mouth and they don't do that crap often. For two, because they're going to have to learn how to make it. The reason I make money is because I actually understand the rules of money. Yes, sir.
Still on stock, still in investing. With investing and taking your theory of it, what's the risk?
I'm very risky. I'm high risk.
Risk high.
High reward, high risk. That's not a theory. Those are facts.
Okay, well, taking that, how do we as new investors know what to put out our egg, what basket to put out our eggs?
No. As a new investor, I, without getting in trouble with the CPA and bankers and stuff, again, diversify. Until you learn the rules of money, the rules of investing, get you a mentor. There are elements out there, there are products out there that will let you join a company. You've heard of these: Fidelity, Betterment, Mint tracks your money. But you've heard of these. There's a few of them. TD Jakes, no, not TD Jakes. It's something like that though. It's something like TD Ameritrade, something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, all right. Okay, shout out to TD Jakes though. Okay.
We're gonna invest.
Yeah. These people, you put your $100 in here. They're conservative, but they are the moderates of conservative. That means that your money is in, there's something called low risk. It's not the lowest of risk, but it's pretty low to where you're not going to lose your life savings. You may lose a couple of dollars, but if you wait about 6 months, you'll be really good. Okay. You put your $100 in here, and then they will put you in oil, electricity, real estate. Now, you won't buy full shares if you put in $100. You'll buy fractions of shares. And the more, yes, light bulbs going off. You'll buy fractions of shares, and they'll turn your fractions of money into money. And then after a month or so, they'll pay you dividends. This is how much your money has earned from being in the system. Now, those dividends, let's say it's $10. Those dividends are $10. I never touch my dividends. I just roll it back over, and now I got $110 plus what I'm already putting in monthly. That's what I do. It's the whole point. But let's say you have, after you learn the rules of investing, you have $100 million. Okay, somebody pull out a calculator for me. You don't have to really. It was for dramatic effect. $100 million. Okay, you pull out $100 million, and you get paid 10% dividends from this here. How much is that?
$10 million.
There you go. You just take off 1 0, and you put, okay. Nah, I messed up. Oh, there we go. 10 million. 100 million to 10 million. Got it? That's a dividend. You can roll this back over, or you can keep using this 100 million to make you 10 million a month, and you just live off the 10 million. There are plenty of people that live off their stocks dividends, and they let their stocks fund their lifestyle, and they never touch their money. And then they constantly, and they'll tie this or 10% this, and put it back in there and live off 10% of 10 million. Did you see that? Did you see how that just worked there? That's brilliant, right? Do you see how the other half lives and how you don't? Poor people. There are three. We'll end this episode. I'm going to introduce this. The next 5 episodes, I'm going to go over the laws of money. This has been number 1. I'm going to introduce many different concepts to you. And in these many different concepts, you're going to feel like you are earning the right to become a millionaire, whatever it is that you may want to desire to be. I want to introduce to you a new model of, this is something you don't know. Poor people, middle class, and upper class. He said us, he is correct. And upper class. Poor people get their money and it goes directly to expenses. Get it? Boom. Hey, I got paid. Here's that light bill. Got paid. Here's a car note. That's it. I don't care how much money you make. Should you live in this model? You, sir, you, ma'am, are poor. If you get your money and you spend it, you're poor. Oh, man, but I make $100,000 a year. Okay, you found a great way to be poor. Still poor.
You're abundantly poor.
Well, you ain't no, because remember, if you get it and spend it, you don't feel the excess because you have no excess. You're not even abundantly poor. You're just cleverly poor. Okay. Middle class, get my money, go to a financial institution to then give them my money and then let them pay for my expenses, e.g. a car, a house. I don't know what I was doing there. A house, etc. Got it? E.g. is the actual Latin abbreviation for example. Not IE. EG is for example. IE is no, for instance. Okay. Anywho, you got it here, right? Now, I don't care if you make $500,000. If you get your money and then you say, hey, Bank of America, do you mind? Let me pay my car note this month, my house note, and all these other notes. If you do that, if you live that way, you are not rich. I make $1 million. No, you are a middle class millionaire. Doesn't matter. If you follow this model, that's what you are. There is a different model that I follow. I am rich. I have my money. I have my expenses, but then I have assets. I use my assets to pay for my expenses. Very rarely do I ever touch my income because other people's money go into my assets and then pay for my expenses. This is a vehicle. All assets are vehicles of some type. Assets is things that put money in your pocket. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. Everybody follow me? So we'll end this here. I'm introducing this because it's going to keep coming back up. The reason I'm introducing this to you is because I want you to fully understand, that you must have money and you must be able to use it correctly. So there's no point in you being in business if you're not going to be properly in business having proper income. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. This has been Starting a Business from Zero. You can plan better. You can dominate.